Oh, alrighty then. So, I've decided not to do the StreamYard blah blah blah, and just want to be clear that the image on my glasses, if in case you could actually make out what is said on them, is specifically and only dedicated to this platform, this very platform that I am using directly right now to stream live. And this is a promo, by the way. YouTube, again, this is for you. Okay, starts here. I won't say it out loud because I'm just sick and tired. We know how y'all roll tonight. Okay, the Josh and myself, stuck at night slash stuck in the middle, the team that we are and have been for going on, I think, 5 years, 3 years strong with a lot of effort in between, where it was a weekly thing and a daily thing. Hey, Cindy, D Libby. Cindy D, my son's life mattered. D Libby. I want to announce that tonight. All right. First off, I'm proud, I'm thankful, and let me express to those of you that have shown the appreciation and given the any effort to go and leave this little dive bar known as YouTube. Let's face it, okay? YouTube, I know in the first 15 minutes, everything is highly regulated and looked into, and everything is taken quite literally. Sarcasm is lost upon ya, and let's see what happens if this little live will be left as an example, and we will be allowed to express our disdain and or distaste with the very platform that is here. And yes, I know it's defenders and everybody in between that say it's on the terms of service. YouTube does not have to support free speech. Well, la di frickin' da. We're in the United States of the Americas, okay? And I thought we were. That's a bit, right? That's a skit that was from a movie. Well, I thought we were in America. South Park thing. So to give the big bird to YouTube, I haven't used a curse word yet. Okay, I still got boy, what, 12 minutes before YouTube can say, hey, you're going to get restricted and we're not going to feed the algorithm. Josh and I just called him. He's grubbing out right now. He just got home from work. I am still here. I didn't go and drive to Fort Lauderdale. That's after July 4th, where I'm going to celebrate like a fool and a fiend and celebrate not being on YouTube tonight. So please do find us. And thank you for all of you that have gone over. I'm impressed. I didn't expect it. Stuck at night slash stuck in the middle is doing far better than I expected or whatever I thought. I'm kind of blown away, and that really warms my heart. The See, that's what happens, I suppose, when you have something. I'll go ahead and give myself a modest pat in the back and say that stuck at night, stuck in the middle, stuck at night. The show Josh and I have been so avidly a part of and pushing and given bared our souls, our hearts, told every little tale and dark history. We've shared it all. We put ourselves on the table for public consumption, and it was thrown back in our faces, and all of that. It was done with a purpose. I'm glad to say. Aside from YouTube rewarding none of that effort, sincerity, transparency, and taking on controversial issues from a non-biased position, that was not rewarded on YouTube. No, that was stifled, that was silenced, that was demonetized, striked, and everything that can be done to possibly silence a voice that dissents, that goes against the narrative, the dialogue that is the status quo, the arbiters that are supposedly those that regurgitate not the truth, but whatever they are told to throw at us like a bone, and we are the dogs that have to chew it. No, I say, find us, please, on rumble.com. Look up Stuck at Night. The link will be shared on my next community post. I'm so impressed. I'm so grateful that people have really heard and sensed the frustrations that both Josh and I, and namely myself, when I'm on this part of the YouTube world, have expressed. YouTube, you could go suck a bleep, because if I say any of these words, I understand within the first few minutes, you get just blocked, the algorithm, whatever. YouTube is not on our side. Free speech is something that should be celebrated. It should be kind of, I don't know, what we all kind of seek to obtain or have or expect from any place like YouTube that has and I say that in past tense, has had a monopoly of being the go-to platform for people that want to say what they want to say, to express confusion or frustration with their government regarding legislation, regarding the collapse of their own country if they see it that way. And if it's not the truth, then allow this platform to serve as a free one where anybody can come in and discuss why that's not the case. But right now, YouTube, you're a part of the problem, and I refuse to acknowledge that that is anything but the case. YouTube is a giant hypocrite wrapped up into nothing more than a mainstream blanket and has been taught to you that it prides itself in transparency and honesty. YouTube is the equivalent of a crooked president. YouTube is like Joe Biden, only their execution, and you know what, equally to Joe Biden, they're just as stupid. Just the way that the Biden administration and YouTube have both kind of railed back and what we all have known to be true issues with the election, issues with what was the other thing? COVID and yeah. So right now, those are completely rolled back, and now we can say the things that we should have been allowed to say in the moment. So the slow drip feature of the mainstream media, the weapons that the mainstream has learned, with the heavy supporting of our own government that is not for the people, of the people, by the people, unless somebody is able to convince me or compel me to believe otherwise. I just do not see any examples where we, a regular working American, is being served by this current administration, or really in recent memory, aside from the Trump presidency. And I don't know who I'm going to vote for. We got DeSantis, we got RFK, we got Trump, but we should be able to freely have our dialogues without worrying about stepping on an eggshell. And it's been exhausting, YouTube. This is not a final goodbye departure. I want to just flip the bird, so I'll describe it to you. This is my hand. Imagine my middle finger was up, fully erect, in place, facing you, and you can read the words on my glasses over and over again. Arbiters of YouTube, for inevitably when I have to appeal the yellow regulation mark that shows that my video will not be shared out like other videos are, fed into the algorithms of people, and will be silenced. And I know my lack of hashtags doesn't help my own case, but YouTube, it is far too much effort to try to maintain having a voice when I'm just pretending that it's there. And that is simply that I am happy that Josh and I will be on Rumble. We're going to discuss what time, be it 9 or 10 p.m. I am off for the duration. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, and I will celebrate the fact that I was not on YouTube tonight. And again, my huge thanks to each and every one of you that went to the Rumble domain and liked or watched. I cannot believe the numbers that happened quite literally overnight. It shows me that something worked, no matter all of the little corrupt moves of YouTube trying to put the kibosh, as Josh would say, on a voice, on a platform, on just a brand that was trying to grow simply on the philosophy of growth via dialogue. That apparently is too controversial. So we're going to go ahead and take our show and our business elsewhere. So with that, I say I'll see y'all over there on the other side, the good side, and not this fake ass little YouTube wearing whatever. This is free speech in a clown suit. This is the illusion of free speech. This is like Dominion voting. Okay, this is going to the poll. YouTube is like going to the poll and being registered to vote, voting for your candidate, and expecting that vote to count. That's what YouTube is, everybody. YouTube, have I said anything that will maybe get me, I don't know, am I going to get restricted? I don't care. I don't care. It's been so liberating. I didn't even mark monetization for last video. This one is experimental, though. I did it this time to see how just, well, I want to see if there's any limits. There's really no limits. You guys go as far as you want to control the narrative, and I will no longer be a part of that. So I can promise you, you guys will still see me here. But let's start tonight and see what a grand old time we could have. I'm going to go with maybe 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I was going to say Eastern Standard Western Time. I've done that before and said it with a straight face and meant it. No. Eastern Standard. I learned my proper time zones. That's when we'll be, and I'll see you then. See you there. Till then. Okay. All right. YouTube, you could suck a. You know what I mean.